Kelly Krauskopf, if you can't handle the heat, get out of the kitchen. If you were perfectly fine when Fever fans were bending over, kissing your ass, applauding your decisions, you better stand here and take it when Fever fans are pissed off, upset, and are voicing their displeasures. If our voice mattered that much then, you best believe it matters.
The Indiana Fever president recently made comments about Caitlin Clark that have sent shockwaves through the basketball world. Honestly, when you attempt to downplay the significance of your franchise players, it shifts everything. The backlash was immediate and intense. Karma has a way of pointing out the true leader in unexpected ways. The consequences of this misstep are utterly ridiculous. What do you think happens when organizations try to sideline their biggest stars?
And I don't think Kelly Krauskopf understands that. And the latest video that is surfacing, floating around, being consumed by Fever fans across the globe, because this is an international superstar they have on their hands. This may have been the straw that broke.
Reactions from players and staff suggested that someone believed this kind of situation could unfold with the Indiana Fever. Recording a conversation about their brand strategy was certainly a bold move, and it went beyond just Caitlin Clark, because nothing says brilliant business plan quite like publicly belittling the person who single-handedly rescued your franchise from obscurity. Isn't that right? In their statements, the Fever leadership, using the term loosely, outlined their aim of building a lasting brand. Much like Apple, Caitlin Clark's role is to remind everyone that the organization wants to avoid leaning too heavily on key players, as there's concern over group dependence. In corporate jargon, fundamental players are just that, essential, yet somehow expendable.
The Indiana Fever, yes, we have a foundational player in Caitlin Clark and Leah Boston, and we're going to continue to add to that. But I want this team to be the leader in the country, and a brand, an enduring brand, like Apple or something. We have a real.
Let me break down just how tone-deaf these remarks were. This executive essentially told fans, who immediately erupted on social media, that they want the franchise to grow and stay exciting, while also suggesting that Caitlin Clark, the very person driving that growth and interest, shouldn't be the priority. It's like McDonald's claiming they want to be known for more than just hamburgers while actively hiding the Big Mac. Fans reacted instantly, exactly as you'd expect when their intelligence is disrespected. Social media users blasted the organization for being completely out of touch, and frankly, they earned every bit of that backlash. The response was intense and entirely justified.
This is the WNBA. A star is going to take the Fever where the Fever want to go. And that star is Caitlin Clark. Kelly, you're talking about being a leading brand. You're talking about sustaining growth, sustaining the interest level in the franchise. You know how that happens? Is if Caitlin Clark stays in Indiana, is if Caitlin Clark is participating in an entertaining and exciting brand of basketball that doesn't take away and diminish her skill sets, that doesn't turn off fans that have been following her for the last 3 to 5 years.
These intelligent business people seem to forget a simple fact. Before Caitlin Clark arrived, perhaps 4,000 people would watch the Fever on a good night, with television ratings so low that few cared to tune in. In the world of sports, the Final Thoughts and Next Steps group was essentially invisible. Then CC shows up, and suddenly arenas sell out, attendance records are broken, and the team becomes part of national conversations. Yet in their infinite wisdom, they assume this success comes from their brilliant organizational structure, when it clearly does not. They are blessed with a talent that resonates across generations, and people genuinely want to watch the basketball game. The illusion of their influence is collapsing. Comparing this to Apple is almost laughable. Apple revolutionized everything by centering their brand around innovation, never downplaying the iPhone or ignoring the iPad, but fully embracing their groundbreaking creations. This is exactly what the Fever should be doing. Historically, lucrative franchises thrive when they build around their stars, not diminish them. You don't downplay Michael Jordan. You structure everything to maximize his impact. Magic Johnson didn't need a team to shine. His presence defined the Lakers' Showtime era, just as the Bulls' global fame wasn't accidental. Success comes from recognizing extraordinary players and building the organization around highlighting their abilities. Instead, the Fever seems to have ignored this, focusing on equitable distribution and personal feelings rather than winning championships. Adding to the absurdity, these observations came right after we had seen Caitlin struggle in a system that underuses her skills, struggling to make contact, dealing with teammates who don't pass, and participating in an offense designed to limit her effectiveness. So, what do they do, superstar? When fans are already frustrated with the organization's management, it's like trying to put out a fire with gasoline. They make statements that confirm everyone's worst fears about their priorities. The backlash was immediate and severe, with admirers questioning the true value of the organization. Once Caitlin Clark's contract status became known, speculation arose that she might thrive elsewhere, the exact opposite of what any brand wants when building longevity. The reality is, the concern is justified. If the organization fails to demonstrate commitment to success, Clark won't stay indefinitely. Her talent and drive won't allow her to waste prime years with a company that undervalues its key assets. Comparing this to other markets is revealing. Imagine if Clark were in Boston or New York amid such dysfunction. Sports radio would relentlessly scrutinize daily management, demanding changes. Yet, Indianapolis's leaders seem to think they can avoid scrutiny, a dangerous miscalculation. Ironically, in trying to avoid dependency on Clark, they increase the risk of losing her because undervaluing what you own makes it available to those who recognize its worth. Many organizations would eagerly center a brand around her talent and influence. The karmic twist is that instead of projecting a well-managed image, their comments fueled precisely the criticism they likely hoped to avoid, exposing a tone-deaf leadership oblivious to its own strategy. Success without understanding the key contributors leads to expensive lessons, and in professional sports, minimizing a player's public importance is costly. Don't be surprised if fans call it out. The Fever's leadership learned this the hard way. As this situation escalates, one undeniable truth emerges. This moment will resonate far beyond a single press conference, comment, or decision. It's about franchise direction, fan expectations, and the responsibility of leading an organization under the brightest spotlight. Every choice is a statement, every statement a turning point. Today's fans are connected, informed, and passionate. They know the history, the stats, and the value of the players driving the game. Their voices come not from anger, but from loyalty and investment, demanding the team reach its full potential. Fans are no longer observers. They are stakeholders, the heartbeat of the sport, and when they speak, the world listens. This moment defines a franchise balancing pressure, a fan base demanding clarity, and a superstar whose influence reshaped the landscape. Such impact is rare, generational, and not accidental. It occurs when talent, opportunity, and global attention converge to change everything. A player who draws millions of new eyes, boosts ratings, fills arenas, and inspires new fans isn't just part of a roster. They lead a movement. Decisions today will set the franchise's tone tomorrow, determining whether it rises to the occasion or falters. History shows championship organizations build on momentum, elevate stars, and grow under pressure. Strong leadership versus confused leadership, long-term success versus missed opportunity. Beyond statements and debate lies a larger question. Where does the team go from here? The world watches not just words, but actions. Will the franchise seize the opportunity, strengthen fan bonds, and anchor identity around transformative talent, or will mixed messaging erode trust? What comes next shapes headlines, trust, culture, player perception, fan loyalty, and the team's future positioning, defining growth or missed potential. Every move now carries weight. one truth is clear. Fans are engaged, the world is watching, and the conversation is louder than ever. This moment has sparked dialogue and fire that won't fade quietly. Whether it becomes a turning point or a warning depends entirely on the organization's next steps. Momentum can elevate or vanish in an instant. Stay tuned, alert, and connected, because this story is just beginning. The next statement, decision, and season will reveal the franchise's identity. The basketball world will remember how this moment was handled, who listened, adapted, and rose to the challenge. This is bigger than headlines, quotes, or controversy. It's a crossroads where everything to come will shape a franchise's legacy for years. The next chapter will be powerful. Don't miss it. The real story is still unfolding, and the next move will change everything. Thanks for watching.